Well, it's the new year. I hope everybody's excited about 2023 and we can, at some point in time, discontinue running around like maniacs worrying about being sick. I'd like to see that this year. I'd like to see more calm. I'd like to see more peace. And I'd like to see more cool people. So I don't know why this topic came up, which is about being cool and on being cool. And it reminded of this Devo song, and it was "We're Through Being Cool." It says, "Eliminate the ninnies and the twits." And I thought, oh my God, well, okay. Is that the point? Is that I'm not no longer allowed to be a ninny or a twit, and that doesn't make me cool? Or is it just that I don't need to be concerned about being cool anymore because it just doesn't really matter? And so it provoked me to think about what is it about being cool that's so cool or not cool? I don't know. When I think about being cool in a worldly sense, it's about trends, and people love following trends and thinking that if they follow the trend of what's the hot car, the new neighborhood, the stylish clothing, that's what makes them cool. And I thought like that too for a long time. I was a little bit more edgy, like I didn't want to look like everybody else, but so I wanted to be cool and being unique and looking unique. And now I think that when it comes to being cool, it's more about being useful. It's about being at peace with who I am, and it's about really wanting to own like this sense of it's really cool just to be me. Like I don't have to fake anything, and I don't have to make any part of me bigger, better, stronger, nicer looking. I need to also stop. I don't know if this is the right word, but pussyfooting around what I have to say for fear of not being liked, which would also make me uncool, right? Although these days it seems to be that the more vocal you are about stuff that you don't like and the more you like to debate and argue people, the cooler you are. And I don't want to be one of those either. I don't want to be someone who's really popular because I'm willing to fight all the time. That's old and that's passe. That's so 2020. So what am I doing now? As I'm getting distracted by my new kitten jumping into my plant and making a new home and possibly taking a crap. Um, there's so much to think about when it comes to being cool. There's so much to think about when it comes to being oneself. Because fundamentally, the essence of being cool is being oneself. You are as cool, as far as I'm concerned, you are as cool as you can possibly be when I have no question about who you are. And I don't even really care if who you are is a little bit on the edge of what a lot of people can't handle, AKA sexist, misogynistic, racist. I mean, and in fact, I just want you to show who you really are so that I can, in fact, get in there and have conversations about those isms that you're not even aware of. Because, see, if you're going to be phony and you think it's cool, or you're trying to be virtuous or let people know how educated you are about what's important in the world, you're not really being yourself. And then what happens is that, like, I don't really know what path to follow to meet you, right? And you come across as really cool, and you come across as really knowledgeable, and you come across like someone who has it together and knows what's going on. But then when you start to watch, when I start to watch people who look really cool, there's a lot of holes in it. There's a lot of stinkiness. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't quite meet the portrayal, right? And so for me, right off the bat, that's a lack of integrity, and that's the uncoolest thing ever. It's like when I'm questioning someone's integrity, when I'm questioning the fact that someone says all these things about what they believe and what they value, and then they act like this, that's the biggest uncool turnoff ever. So I want to meet people where they're at. And I think, here's the thing. This isn't even something I think. It's something I keep seeing. It's just it's so hard to watch. It's just where people are just living this phoniness in order to like cover up that place that they don't want to look at. It's like that, yeah, that sense that it's like, I need to be cool above all else, which includes being myself. But in effect, I'm suffering because I don't know how to be myself. And I'm trying too hard to be cool because I'm really trying to cover up the biggest fear that I have, which is I'm afraid that you might find out that I'm afraid. It's pretty deep and complicated, isn't it? Yeah, I know. I live through it every day in my head. So anyway, what's the point? The point is to be yourself. What's the point? The point is for you to decide what's cool to you. If it's cool to be a nerd, be a nerd. If it's cool to be, a quirky straight white girl, be a quirky straight white girl. If it's cool to be like a hip black person, be a hip black person. If it's cool to be, gay or trans, or you want to be married or single, or you want to like have a baby or not have a baby, you want to not get married and live a single life and mess around. If that's what's cool to you, be cool. Just make sure that you're okay with it. It doesn't matter if everybody else is okay with it. It really doesn't matter because they're not the ones who are worried about you. They're not the ones who are, think about it, really. Isn't everybody really worried about themselves and how cool they're being and whether or not everybody else likes them? So you worry about you, I'll worry about me, and everything else will turn out better. Hopefully. Anyway, that's the idea. But I'm through being cool. I hope you are too. Welcome to 2023.